We are back, and we are in beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina. This is Girl Talk, and Nicole Myers has joined us, and you are with Sea Island Carriage Company, and I'm learning about it. Deb and I have been asking lots of questions. I know Karen lives here in Beaufort, so she's got all the scoop. But tell us a bit, if you will, about what you do and the historic tours that you offer.
Okay, Sea Island Carriage Company has been in business, I believe, for about 12 years.
Wow.
I recently purchased the company in April from the former owner, who I worked for about 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Thank you. The carriages are unique to Beaufort. I think it's kind of iconic when people think of Beaufort.
Oh, absolutely.
They think of the horse and carriages. But what they offer is it's a historic tour. It's not just a buggy ride. It's not just sightseeing. You have a certified tour guide who is not only driving the horse, but they're telling you about Beaufort's history from the early 1500s.
And what a history it is, my goodness.
Yes, from the early 1500s on to the present day. And we start off in the waterfront park is where they leave from, and then they go down Craven Street past our visitor center and then into the historic point.
Nicole, if someone wants to make a reservation, do we make reservations ahead of time? How big are they? Can they hold a family or two families?
Okay, the carriages hold 16 people.
Oh.
Yeah, so 4 people in each row, so they're actually large carriages. Reservations would be great in the summer, because in the summer, the priority of the safety of the horses come first.
Right. That makes sense.
Yes.
Right.
So summer, we're trying to educate people. The sooner the better, because if a horse's temperature has spiked, we'll pull them off for their safety, and the city also requires us to quit operating at a certain temperature.
That makes a lot of sense. What kinds of things can we expect to see or learn when we're going through one of the tours?
Well, you're going to see antebellum homes. Antebellum is a Latin term that means before war. So if I were to tell you a house is antebellum, it was built before the Civil War. Pretty amazing facts about Beaufort. We have more antebellum homes
than any other place,
per city block than any other town.
We're so lucky that we were spared, right?
Yes, and it's quite interesting. A lot of people don't know Beaufort was occupied by the Union throughout the whole Civil War, and that's why we have such the highest concentration, actually. So if you come on the tour, your guide is certified. The city requires you take a test, a 100-question test. You have to redo the test every 4 years. So it's not just hiring the average person off the street.
Do I look at different things in different seasons? I always wondered that. You know, if it's the holiday season, are you looking at, decorations and
or is it still
traditions?
Focused on the history?
It's the same route. You can change it up by a couple of blocks, but it's generally the same route. But what would change is in the spring and the fall, the flowers, the plants.
Right.
4th of July, there's a beautiful house in the Point right now. The Point's the main neighborhood, built 1776. So it's called the Independence House, and it's decorated to the T with American flags.
And bunting, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is amazing, and a lot of people, it takes their breath away. Even being from Beaufort, I was born and raised here. I didn't know it was back there until I got involved.
Wow. How long is the ride?
It's about 50 to 55 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Depends on the horse and the stoplights.
The traffic, right?
Yeah.
There's always that.
Yeah. We spent, my daughter was in a movie here, The Prince of Tides, and we spent 4 months living here.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Wow, how interesting.
I didn't know that.
No. But the reason I even bring that up is because the White House here on Bay Street, the big white antebellum house, is where they did a lot of the filming.
Okay.
Right? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
For the Prince of Tides, I'm not 100% positive. It's down on Bay Street at the very end on the corner.
It was gorgeous.
Yes, I do know which house
and
that
then the
is.
Big Chill House.
Absolutely.
So there were a lot of cool.
There's over 40 movies.
Yeah, who knew? I mean,
Yeah.
they're absolutely gorgeous.
How many horses do you have? And carriages?
I have 4 horses
Okay.
and 2 carriages. There's all sorts of ordinances that only allow so many horses and carriages on the streets because of traffic and so forth.
And
What a fun
you can't have them all going
No.
out at the same time because
No.
you need some
Rest
time.
rest.
Correct. They rotate.
Right.
A lot of the horses here are semi-retired.
I understand what
Yeah.
that means.
I usually spend the first couple minutes, first block of the tour, telling people about the horses because they're very important to me. But The
Obviously
horses,
an animal lover.
yeah, the horses all live out on a farm on St. Helena, so they don't live in the city. So every morning my fiance goes and picks up the
this is
horses and
hilarious.
feeds
I
them,
love
brings them in, so forth, and then takes them back. So
got
it's
a good
actually
life.
They do. It's their job, you know. Exactly.
We all have to do something for a living.
We absolutely do. And you know what? Deb has to do a lot for a living too. And you have a job after this, you know.
Gonna go visit custom
That's
audio
right.
video.
She's going on a field trip. So stay with us. We'll be right back here on Girl Talk.